How to add a Ricoh Print Driver to a Windows PC. Start by creating a folder on the desktop called Print Driver. Right-click on the desktop and in the drop-down select New. Then select Folder. Title the folder Print Driver. Now open a web browser. In the top line of the web browser, type in ricoh-usa.com. Now select the Downloads tab. In the Search by Model, Category, or Subcategory field, select and enter the model machine in which you're loading the print driver for. In our example, the machine is a MP2554. Simply type in 2554, leaving off the letters. You'll now see several different Ricoh models listed. Find the model that matches your machine by name and also use the picture as an aid. Select Driver. A window that will pop up asking you to agree to a licensing. This window is not seen here in the video. After hitting Agree, the window that is seen in the video will appear. Scroll down and select PCL6 driver. You will now be prompted either on the bottom of the screen or maybe across the top to run or save the file. Select Run. The operating system will now give you the opportunity to run the file and extract the file to a particular folder. Select the Browse button and find the folder on our desktop that we created originally called Print Driver. Simply select Close once extracting the file. Now select your Start menu and find Devices and Printers. If your devices and printers are not found on your Start menu, simply find your Control panel, then select Devices and Printers. You should see other icons of different printers on your computer. It will also be labeled at the top, Devices and Printers. Now select Add Printer. The type of printer in which we will be loading is a local printer. You will then be prompted to determine which port in which you will be using, an existing port or creating a new port. If you are using the same IP address that you have used in the past, you can simply select Existing Port, or if you're using a USB port, you should find it listed in the drop-down. If the desired port is not in the drop-down, select Create New Port. Simply select Standard TCP port and then enter the IP address of the Ricoh machine in which you are loading the print driver for. To find the IP address of the machine, simply print off a Ricoh configuration page from the Ricoh machine. There are other tutorials that will walk you through steps on doing this. Make sure to select Carry the printer automatically. Make sure this option is not selected. You will now be prompted to determine which print driver you want to use. Select the Have Disk option and then browse to the folder on the desktop that we called Print Driver. Continue to select down under Disk 1 until you get to a file called oemsetup.inf. Select the Open and OK key and then scroll down to find the manufacturer of the device in which you have. If you have a Ricoh, you will select Ricoh. Linear, of course Linear. And then select the model machine in which you have. In our illustration, we have a Ricoh MP2554, and the driver we're loading is a PCL6 driver. We'll select the next key. We're then prompted to name the print driver. You can simply leave the name the same, or you could name it something like Human Resources. No name change is required. It may take a few moments for the operating system to finish installing the print driver. You will now be prompted to share the printer. We advise not to share the printer. You then will be prompted to determine if this printer will be your default printer. This is purely based on preference and will be up to you. If it is the default printer, this will be the device that your operating system automatically tries to print to anytime you open an application or document. Select the Finish key, and now you will see the print driver loaded on your operating system. This concludes how to add a Ricoh print driver on a Windows operating system.